Entrevistas Alfa.
Hola, yo soy Andrea Tassier de Alfa 91.3 y hoy estoy con una de las bandas más influyentes de los últimos 20 años en la música indie. Sí, estoy con nada más y nada menos que Broken Social Scene.
Yes.
I'm here with Kevin,
Hi,
Evan,
Hello.
and Steven, the director of their new documentary that's coming out. It's very nice to have you here. Thank you for being here.
thank you for having us and talking with us.
Absolutely.
How's Mexico treating you?
We love Mexico.
Yeah.
I love Mexico.
It always
This is-
treats us well.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Mexico City is a city based on music and based on community and based on love. When we came here, we're on this tour to say Mexico in general is filled with people that are incredible, courageous, brave people. With everything going on in the world, we're here to remind you that you are loved and that you are romantic and song is in your hearts. And that's why, as a band, Broken Social Scene, we want to be coming here more because we miss you. And when we first came here to your country, you not only embraced us, but you kept us together as a band because we were at a time where we weren't sure what we were going to do. And it was after coming on this trip together, being in Mexico, coming to do a show with the band The National in Mexico City, we decided we were going to continue forward. So we owe you a lot.
Really? That's an amazing story. I had no idea about that.
I've only been slightly telling it, but I really, really executed it well right here with you right now.
Yeah.
there's a
Good-
scene
good
in the
timing.
film
Yeah.
that takes place in Mexico City from
Yeah.
the.
Okay.
There's
From that
footage
moment.
of that in the film that we're
And-
going to discuss.
And what was that magic moment?
I think it was just being around all of you
Okay.
and being around people that were very generous and empathetic and kind and who really sang our songs, which are kind of hard to determine what we're singing because we're an indie rock band where we don't pronunciate as well as we think we do. And it sort of took us by surprise that there could be so much passion coming our way in a foreign country that we had no idea. Well, I mean, we would go outside and the merch that they were selling outside was better than the merch that we were selling. Remember that? And it woke us up to the mission of, if you're going to have a responsibility to create melodies for people and soundtracks for people, then you got to put aside your differences and do it. And that's what Mexico reminded us to do, and we're grateful to you.
I love it. So I want to talk a little bit about this maybe coming back, because it's been a while since your latest album. So when did you realize, when you started getting back together and maybe playing around with music, when was the moment that you realized that you weren't just playing around, that you were actually creating this new album?
I would say it was the shows, Evan, wouldn't you? We did these two You Forgot It in People 20-year anniversary shows where didn't we not just have the
We
greatest
did.
of times?
Like 3.5 years ago, we went out and to celebrate that record, and the vibes were just so good. And when you we're lucky enough to have a career with making music with the people that you love, and you're on to year 28, 29, you do it because you want to. And the vibes were good enough to feel like we could explore new territory together.
Because you want new music for people and for yourselves as well to continue. So that was part of us starting to say, well, we should try to go to the studio and see what's up.
I love that. So I heard, well, the first single from your new album is called Not Around Anymore, which to me sounded very reflective, nostalgic, and a lot like human emotions. But also it made me think about moving forward. Like the music made me think about moving forward. So I was thinking, when that song started taking shape, what were the ideas or the emotions that were guiding you into it?
That's interesting because that was a song that sort of came from, I don't know how to put this, it just sort of happened.
Okay.
And I don't think there was any focus on it whatsoever, except sort of accidentally through our producer, David Neufeld. When I played him a little snippet of what it was, he really took to it. And because of the tone and the rhythm, and it's a 72.5 BPM that Charlie requested.
Oh, yeah?
In our band, Charles Spear, he said, I want a 72.5 BPM track. So that made us sort of go into the realm of that rhythm. And within it, I could only say to you that it did become sort of an anthem to the idea as of you got to give up and you got to give in to move forward. It's a bit of a contradiction to what we're taught in life and online and the self-help books, but with everything going on, it seemed at the time like an anthem for letting go to move forward. And fortunately, our producer, David Neufeld, took that and just brought in these crazy horn lines and just took to it in melody, and he kind of pushed the song forward to where the band itself was listening to it, and it kind of became undeniable to everybody that this was going to be a song that we would enter into our lives and put into our shows. And the fact it became the first single was very generous of everyone, because not a lot of people were involved in it at first, so there was no ego, no anything. It was just sort of, no, this is a mantra that we can all get behind. And that is what that is what is a sign of a great band.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to go through all these channels to try to execute a feeling. Everyone let it happen. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, and that, well, you were talking about ego and letting ego go, and I think it's really interesting in a band as big as yours. Like, there must be a lot of ego fighting in a way.
There was.
Yeah.
You want to speak to that, Cram? Because I think as you get older, you can't have that anymore, or it doesn't work. But
Yeah, I mean, I have another band where I have
Stars.
It's
His band
called
Stars. Hello.
Where I guess I flex a little bit more ego, but this not with this. This is just a creative bath, creative bubble bath. for me.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think you need to allow space, and this band, my success is not of an individual. It's of all these people. So as much as individually, I think we all wished we were individually successful, it didn't work that way. So it teaches you many, many lessons in how to not have placation in your life, not have yes people in your life, to challenge each other, to not be on your own, to not pay to have a crew of friends around you working for you, which is very important to have protection, but without a checkbook. And also it really humbles you that you can't do it without this crew, because they all bring something that makes that chemistry successful for you.
And after all these years, how do you still get this chemistry and connection going?
I think it's just a neurological memory muscle.
Okay.
And I know when I play with Justin and Charlie, Justin's our drummer, Charlie's a bass player, guitar player, Andrew, Brendan, we kind of know what each other is going to do and bring to the table. And because we've done it for so long, we know where the pockets are going to come, where we'll go, oh, this is where I come in and where I come out, just due to the idea that we didn't have any hard knocks. We started quite late in the game. I was 27 when things took off. A lot of the people in the band already had a few attempts at trying to make it. And the fact that it worked with all of us in melody together, it allows for you to constantly know when to come in and when to come out.
Okay. So
I think, if I could add a little something there. Yes. I also think that it is...
That's tattooed on my hand. I just want to
great.
making art with people for so long is it's like a marriage, and it takes love, and love is an action. And so you need to act. You need to open your heart. You need to not be afraid to have an idea, and that's the secret to longevity in a collective, I think.
Wow.
I love that. And the secret of creation.
Yes.
So, Stephen, I'm really interested about this new documentary that you made.
I was a still photographer, just learning how to shoot moving pictures. And it's just the same time that these guys were, Kevin was younger than some of these other musicians, but Kevin just started collecting all these people, and and the circle kept growing bigger, and I started, learning how to take pictures and, moving pictures, and, that time was so much fun and so it was very informative to me as a filmmaker and how I still work today based on, that's
Yeah.
like kind of the superpower that I have is like I can go into a space and not be intrusive while other people are trying to do something important or, or just have fun. Even.
Yeah, I was curious about that. Are the moments that you were shooting like intimate moments, like behind the scenes, or maybe moments of the people during the shows? What were you shooting?
Everything.
Everything.
Lots of shows, but the special moment for me is being able to be in the studio with them when they're recording You Forgot Any People, and seeing songs come together, before on camera before.
Definitely.
Before everybody's eyes, and everybody gets to see some of those moments coming up, hopefully.
Yeah, and that's actually I'm gonna repeat it, but that's like another magic moment to be able to watch the magic be created.
I came here to Mexico City with these guys, and so it was like I would after they became rock stars. I had kids in 2004, and I had to stay at home. These guys were on tour all the time, and then they'd invite me out for certain events, like, oh, we're gonna go to Letterman. Okay, come to Letterman. We're going to Mexico City, and we'll go to Mariachi Square and get some horn players because we need some horn players.
And what made now the time to let the world know or see the footage?
Because it's a good time. It's like 20-something years. It felt right. I made a cut in 2007, 2008, and it wasn't the right time. It was too early. So now all these friends of ours get to watch footage while I film them, and then they get to reflect back on their younger selves and see what's, and see maybe something that they forgot, right?
And how is it for you looking back at this like younger version of yourself and younger career version of yourself?
I'm glad I'm off the whiskey, that's for sure. Just very grateful. Yeah.
Okay.
I can say this. He gave us memories. That's what I say. I forgot a lot of this stuff. And when Stevie, he's being a little nonchalant right now, and I'm going to take him outside later. I'm going to say, hey, you better step it up. But, I know you said quickly when you were setting up here and sitting down that you're a photographer. The wild thing is this film is, how many cameras did you, I'm going to take over for a little bit. How many cameras did you go through while you were filming this? Like you started with DV or mini DV?
Yeah, started with mini DV cameras. So, the evolution of the technology is fantastic for me. And it's like, for geeky people that might be very interesting. And one day I want to do all the cameras that was shot on and
lots of cameras.
All the different formats from DVD, recordable DVDs to mini DV tapes to HD tapes to back to little tiny SD cards.
And can you see that evolution on the footage?
You can see the resolution.
Yeah.
And
the
and the evolution.
I love that. As a film geek,
Yeah, there you go.
I love that.
No, I want to say, because also the other thing that he didn't mention was we never really knew he was there. If right now, to all of you, if we were doing this interview, Stevie would be here.
Okay.
And we would not know that he was there. And then that was, I think, what caught a lot of us off guard when we watched the doc was we would look at him and say, you were there?
Yeah.
And then also you gave us a jukebox of memories back to us. So I think it's a real tribute to Stephen for deciding to make this film, because what he is showing you is a time in a city where there was no cell phones, art still mattered, community still mattered, and there was a group of friends who had a chance to do something and was given the chance to do something. And I think in these times right now, that's very important to instill in the youth, because the youth is going to protest. I got you, don't worry, I'm in charge. In the aspect of the youth today need to see that connection, because the youth today are putting their phones down.
Yeah.
They're not a part of this, how much can I put out there online and all that. There's actually a real genuine intelligence that's coming up in art with these teenagers, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, and teenagers actually right now, the newest generation are trying to connect more with the analog things.
Yes.
And that's really interesting.
Those little digital cameras
Yeah.
from 2000, Y2K cameras.
Yeah.
all the kids want
I know.
them.
I know.
They're like
my daughter's got one.
yeah, they're like
Yeah, she
they're
loves
like
it.
Yeah.
status symbols.
I know we got to, yeah, you go. Keep going. We're good.
I'm sorry.
We're having a great time. We got a few more questions. Here we go.
I
No,
guess
take
just
your
one final
time.
question.
Take your time. We've been chatting too much, please.
So
Bunch
just
of dudes here.
one final question, please. I'm really interested in the title of your album because it's striking. It's Remember the Humans. I think you've been talking a lot about the times that we're living in right now. It's such a difficult moment, maybe with algorithms, metrics, platforms, etc. Everything is so complicated right now. So what does Remember the Humans mean to you today as musicians, but also as people living this moment?
Yeah, yeah. Ev?
It almost sounds like science fiction when I hear the title, but when I hear the record that we all made together, I hear a real present, real sound of people playing music together, and that's what I think about it. I think about there's a lot of loss and hope on the record, and I think about that's what I think about.
I think it is about the genuine connection of the human heart.
Yeah.
And not to get too on the side of where we live when people like myself talk, but there are businesses and corporations and entities that want us to forget each other. It's their duty, it's their job, and it's their marketing campaigns. And as you mentioned, the algorithm for people like ourselves, we grew up with a neurological lesson of what you're reading is truth and what you're reading is happening right now. And what's so hard for our generations and generations after us is we don't know what an algorithm really is because we didn't come up in that time. So we think all this is what everybody is seeing. And it's very tricky. So in the idea of connection, which is an overused word when it comes to manipulation, just trying to remember human spirit, contact, understanding, love, and differences is really the only way that when we come to this loop that is happening, we will get to a better time. We have been here before, not us, but others, to a certain degree. But to get to that other time, we have to help each other get there. Because we will get there, but we have to help each other.
Definitely, I agree. So I don't know if we definitely run out of time.
One more question. I'm into it. I love this show.
Okay.
This is a great show. One more question.
So I was very lucky that I was able to be one of the first listeners of your new song, Hey Amanda.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I really like that this song has a name on the song because it makes it more human. So were you trying to make this, like, the title of the song sound like this? Like, we're trying to be more human.
We are. I think that song fell into itself. Again, anytime we think about something, it doesn't work out. So the feeling fell into, it's about being yourself. And in being yourself, you're always going to have people question why you're being that way. And when you personalize something with a name or a notion or a place, a town, a street, there is something in our memory muscle of music lovers where we go to that place. It's not us who did that. That's been around forever. It's a plagiaristic way of connection. But it happened very sweetly. Evan watched it go down, and it's I like that you like this. It's a different song for us, though it's not, but it sort of is, but it's not. But I'm very grateful that we're able to sing and represent the name Amanda, because the name Amanda has a lot of power to it. Does it not?
Yeah, I mean, I was in love with an Amanda in grade 8. I mean, that's where my mind goes immediately.
Never met an Amanda that I didn't want to be around.
I'm looking for Amanda to hug and kiss.
There you go. What's that? There you go.
It's a Simpsons.
That's a Simpsons reference?
That's probably predates Simpsons. But
Oh, wow.
Amanda hug and kiss. I'm looking for
Oh, yeah.
the bartender.
That's good, Stevie. Looking for Amanda to hug and kiss.
Could you tell me what you're listening to right now?
Oh, that's so wild.
What inspires you musically?
I have a radio show now on Sirius XM. They gave me a radio show, so I am deep diving into so much music. I haven't listened to this much music in over 2 decades. And I can't specifically tell you something, but I can tell you that when you follow those algorithms of Spotify or Apple, wherever the streamers take you, beyond the idea of missiles and war, you find a lot of incredible artists that are up and coming and underdogs who are really nailing it, but no one's speaking about. So what's so cool in having a radio show is you can grab that music and go and present it. So for me right now, I'm doing really big deep dives in the underdogs. And I'm enjoying it immensely. And if you want me to name a band that you should always listen to help your life, then go buy Dirty 3 Records. It will help. You guys? We
Y'all
gotta go.
agree.
We gotta wrap it up or Sandra's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So any music you guys are listening to right now? No, that's the question. Where,
There's too much.
yeah, too much.
Yeah, a lot of kind of neoclassical 20th century kind of artists, but you know.
Cranley?
A lot of Mozart
Oh,
at my
okay.
house right now,
Great.
which is really cool because I didn't explore Wolfgang as a young man or as a younger man. So it's been really cool to hear.
Thank you so much for this.
Thank you so much for the conversation. It was really interesting. I loved hearing everything about you. Y para todos los que nos están viendo, la nueva canción Hey Amanda sale el 12 de marzo del 2026. No se la pierdan. Yo soy Andrea y esto fue Alfa 91.3.
Yeah, 91.3
Gracias.
on the
Gracias.
dial.
Entrevistas Alfa.